So hello guys, today I'm gonna show you the pathway of the numerical Python. This Python video, Python library. Yeah. So here you can see if I want to know the size of the array, array elements. Element of array. So just like this np dot array. NP is the numerical Python. It is the short form. Yeah, because I use the as this keyword here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the data type you want to use the type is 32 bits. Okay, if I want to know the size of the atoms of the array, so item size. It shows you 4, but not the 5. It's for y. Y is 4. Okay, it's a little concept about the computer science, or how to say, like, do you know 1 byte is 8 bits? Yes, yes, 32 is the bits, not the bytes. 32 bits. 32 bits is 4 bytes. So item size is 4. If you want to know the total number of the bytes, so just type, yeah, MBYT, yes. So 20. 4 times 5 is 20 bytes. 4 bytes times 5 is 20 bytes. So here's the size. Here's the actually mean the length of the array. 5 elements or 5 size. And the size is 5. 5 elements. Okay, if you want to use it just like A here times item size and print A, so it's 20. This means number of bytes. Yeah. So it's MBYT. So it's the formula. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. And I forgot to teach you one more thing about the searching array. If is okay here. Okay, let's. For example, here ARR is this. Data type is means. Okay. X. If I call it X np dot search dot ARR. If here is free. Hold on. 10. I need to make the array to be unsorted first. 40, 50. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's located on the free. If it's sorted and I search here, so it's the method here. Or you could use the sorted method first and use the where method. Then yeah, it's combined. Yeah, combine with this and this. These two methods. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now let's move to the random part. Because the previous, the last three, including this video, we are just talking about the basic part, and here's the second part is the random part. Here, because we have three parts, I want to show you here. The first one is the basic part. The second one is the random part. And third one is the function. Yeah, function part. Here. And the random part is like I will teach you the statistics. Yeah. I'm gonna teach you the statistics used in Python. That's the different each every distribution and the graph. The graph I will teach you later. Not in this numerical Python. I'll teach you in another file. Yeah. Okay. And so on. But so the first one here, you could because I have called this import numerical Python as the MP. Yeah. If you want to random, just if you want to output a random number, dot random number is integer from 0 to 100. I miss MP dot and called x. In x is 46. 46 is is inside is from the 0 to 100. Yeah, from 0 to 100 here. Or you could just use like this form from numerical Python import random function, random method is building function. So x is random or random. So you don't need to type the numerical Python again. Yeah, because you import the random, you just import the specific method from this Python, this library. Okay. Here. Okay, that means x dot random number. Here. Oh, sorry, it's random dot rank. Random dot rank. Yeah. It prints from 0 to 1. Random dot rank. Just RAND, just like that. Is the random, yeah. From 0 to 1. Okay. So if you want to print random dot rank is 100, size is 5. If you want to print as 5 times from 0 to 100. So size is 5. Or you could just use this. It's up to you. Or if you try the round brackets, it doesn't work. You could only use the bracket or nothing. So, or you could use the 2 by 2 matrix. 2 by 2. 2 by 2. So it's 2 by 2 matrix. So yeah, and okay, brings a random RAND. If you specify a number, it's like the 5. Okay, why it doesn't? It declare variable into X. Or it's just a technical issue. It's 168, it's 169, and yeah, I move it to the new box here. So random number. Random is from 0 to 1. 5 elements. Yeah. If you just use the RAND, which means you always print from 0 to 1. If you put the RNT here, which means if you put the number here, which means it's 0 from 0 to specific number you print here. If it's 100, so it's 100. So if you want to, yeah, specify the size of the elements, just put size here, size 2 by 2 matrix or 1 by 1 matrix. Okay, so and next thing, random method choice. If you use the choice from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, print X. So which means the Python, the interpreter will look at these elements and randomly pick the elements to print it out. Because here's a free. So if you for X in inch, okay, print X. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is if I use the X1. Yeah, X1. X is this variable, not the range method. Or 2. Oh, this yeah. Or 4. It's 4, here's 4, 4. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You could decide the size. Yeah. Like, for example, 3 by 3. 3 by 3. 3 by 3 matrix. I repeat the list 20 times. Yeah. Okay. So either the next here. The next here is about the probability. I hope you guys know what is the probability and pretty good or just good at not really bad at probability. So if you're really bad at probability, it's really hard to learn and apply it to Python here. So if I introduce the probability, so like the random, like the choice. This like the 2, 4, 8, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. E is the probability, and each of the elements has the probability, and sum of the elements the probability is 1. So which means Like for example, if I pick the two, the probability of picking the two is 0.1. It's 10%. A second is 20%. The third one is 50%. And the last one is 50% as well. So the size, if I decide the size is just 10 elements and print the X. Oh, X1. Oh, so is if here is 3, if here is 3, or you could 5, here's 7, 8, here's 2. Yeah. Because because all the whole you need to add up to 1. So 6, 6, 8, 8, 8, 6, 8. Because here there's 8, the 6. If I the probability of picking is 5, of picking the 6, I mean, is 50%. So you can see there are lots of 6. And 8 is 20%. So it's really useful and interesting here. Yeah. And you could decide the size you want and decide the probability you want and the number and the objects you want, not only for the numbers, floating numbers, floating numbers, string, complex numbers, Boolean as well. Yeah. But you could use those every data types you want. Okay, the next one. I'm gonna show you two methods. For and permutation. Okay, what does the shuffle and then permutation means here? The permutation is not really like the MTR. MTR is the name is the same, but it doesn't actually means MPR. If you have learned the combination and permutation. Okay. So if I declare a variable ARR MP.away for this 1.5. Here the random shuffle ARR and print the ARR. Print the ARR. So it will print the random order. Yeah, it will print the random order. So the shuffle and the permutation will print out the random order from the list you specify here. But what is the difference between these two methods? Okay, I would like to show you here. They are same meaning. You print out the random order. Just random order. Their function is the same. But here, if you have learned the function, like df, and here's the function name, and something else, function use the code. The permutation, it will print is the return something. So you need to specify the x here. So if you just print this thing, it also works, but here is temporarily changed. Or I could say original array won't be affected. Yeah, it won't be affected the original array. But if you use a shuffle, it changed the original array. It changed the original array. Yes. Yeah. Here's the main difference. Yeah, the main difference. Okay. The next one here. If you know the normal distribution, if you have learned statistics, you should be familiar with the normal distribution. You should have that. Yeah. So in this lesson, I'm not gonna teach you what does the normal distribution means. I just teach you how to apply this distribution into Python. Just how to write the code here. Okay, so x, just for example here, random x random length, no, sorry, is normal method. Is normal distribution. Yes. Size. Okay, I could tell you there are three parts. One is the size parts, and one is the LOC part, and the last one is the scale part. So the size parts, yeah, is the size. Talking about is the length here. And location parts, I remember is the mean. Is the mean. And scale part is the SD, standard deviation. So if the size, if you specify the mean is 1, if the mean is 1, and the standard deviation is 2, size is 3, the x. Yeah, so it's the normal distribution. You can see that there's a negative number. Don't tell me why. Don't ask me why there's a negative number appear. There is not a there is not a probability. Yeah, so it's reasonable. Yes, the negative number. But you need to equip with the concept of the knowledge of the normal distribution. If you don't mention the location, not location, if you don't mention the mean and the standard deviation, yeah, just the size. I remember it should be 1 by default. 1 by default. Yeah, it should be 1 by default. If you don't mention these two of them. Yeah, but at least you need to specify the size. Okay, good. And then next video, I'll show you then another Python library called what the word matplotlib, and combine with this numerical Python. So I can show you just for example. I can write this code again. Yeah. From the numerical Python, I import the random method here and import map the Python library called map plot plot. Because it's too long, so I use the s keyword pld. And this one more thing about it is import the cball. This is another Python library. Cball as yeah, just like C. Yeah. This for random normal size like 100. False EL show. So it's also how it works here. So in later I will teach you these two files and combine with numerical Python. Yeah. Okay. So that's the end of this lesson. Thank you.